This is my little survey for Texas A&M at Galveston presentation. The presentation is both created and presented by Sfey. This is the map of both our areas combined. The first area over here is actually right between Atlantic Hall and the road. We didn't include the parking lot, as you'll see later, and we'll explain that later. The other area is down here, and this is actually right by the field, right in front of OCSB. This area is between the parking lot, the road, and between these two service roads, as you'll see later. These areas are about 430 meters apart, and both of my surveys were conducted once on the 3rd, which covered both the areas, and then on the 4th, which also covered both the areas. The first area I covered was right here on the side of the road. You can see this highlighted area is where we checked for trash. That was 1,230 meters. This area is, or the reasoning for choosing this area was that it was between the road and the parking lot, so we were hoping to get more diverse trash. Essentially, we were hoping that between these two areas we'd have more of a mix of things, between being thrown out the window, dropped off the sidewalk, or just blown onto the area. This is right next to Atlantic, and yeah, on the road. It is also notable that there's a notable ditch here, which would pick up a lot of the trash. The next area that we covered was right here. This is between the field and the parking lot, over by OCSB. We only covered this grassy area, and we found a lot less trash here than the other place. The main belief for this is because it was a wide open area without any hills or anything to catch stuff. There wasn't many landmarks, so things would just be blown off pretty quickly. This only covered 920 meters, but we did cover this on both days as well. These are the charts for both locations. On the first day, we found basically everything was carbon at the second location, which actually was found on both times. The first location, we did find a little bit of silicon and one metal thing, which was essentially just an aluminum can. On the second day, we found a lot more silicon, actually. This was because of a few bits of trash we found on the corner, which had been added from falling off the parking lot, most likely. But notably, there is significantly more carbon than there is anything else. This is mostly because it includes plastics and paper, which seem to be blown into the area much more easily and seem to last a bit longer. Possibly. These are the comparison graphs between the two different locations. You can see that in red is going to be the second location. This was the wide flat area, and in blue is the area with the ditch by Atlantic. There is significantly more plastics than anything else here, even when adjusted for density. The first area also had significantly more, notably than the second area. And again, this was essentially caused because of having the ditch and things to catch stuff instead of a wide open area for wind to blow things past. In terms of interesting chemicals, we only had one thing made of metal, which was an aluminum can. And I found the most interesting things there was the alloy used for the can, which is actually a specific type of aluminium called aluminium 3004. Although finding the chemical formulas proved to be quite difficult, so I chose a general one for aluminium as an alloy. Along with this, we have the epoxy coating, which is what covers the inside of the can. Other than that, electrical tape, we did find a condom, which has interesting substances included. The plastic bag, which didn't really have much else for it. The container for the fry did have red dye on it along with the paper. And other than that, we had electrical tape, which used a special type of plastic, along with a special type of adhesive, which actually turns out to be very dangerous for the environment. For further questions and answers, you can refer to the doc attached. Thank you and have a good day.